being here. Hope you had a good week. Mine certainly was, although it didn't go exactly according to plan. I had set out to continue working on the song that I started last week. I wanted to write more melody, lyrics, and some more like guitar parts and just big structural things. And although I got off to a good start at the beginning of the week, it pretty quickly derailed, as you will soon see. But you know, whatever goes according to plan, right? What's the saying? You make plans and God laughs or something like that. But it ended up being a very good week regardless, and all of the side quests I went on were very fulfilling, and I'm happy that they happened. This week was definitely a lesson in learning how to be flexible and just rolling with the punches and, you know, going with the flow and all that. But again, thanks for being here, and I'll catch you again at the end of the video. It's a little bit past 10:30 p.m., but I finally got a verse and a chorus that I like. It took me like 4 or 5 iterations of both the verse and the chorus to finally settle on something, which is not atypical. Like every once in a while, I'll get a good one that just kind of descends from the heavens, and you know, it's just like a one and done, first thought, best thought. But a lot of times it'll take me a couple tries to get something that I feel like I can stand behind. My sociology undergrad is definitely showing in this song, but I think that's okay. I think it's all right to have one of those every once in a while, but I still have to go to work in the morning, so I should probably leave it at that. So that I can actually wind down and sleep. Very happy I finally got something I settled on. Because once that first verse and chorus were done, I don't know, it just puts my mind at ease, and it's pretty smooth sailing from there. Something I always compare songwriting to, especially the lyrics and melody part, is fishing, despite never having fished before. But I feel like you just gotta, you know, cast your net out there and wait until something comes. And then you have something. Maybe a more poetic way of thinking about it is like leaving space for the art to, you know, come to be or whatever. Thankful that it happened today. I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and be like, wow, this really sucks. But even if that is the case, then it's fine. You just do it again. You just get out there again and cast the line and, you know, hope for the best. Anyways, I'm gonna get ready for sleep. Goodness. I've accidentally neglected my blueberry bush and my blackberry bush for so long, and it looks so sad. Look at these guys. Oh. I know they're just plants, but I feel really bad. But thankfully for plants, the will to live is strong, and I'm hoping that that'll carry me through and that they will forgive me for my transgressions. Thankfully, my indoor plants have fared much better, although they are all looking a little thirsty and a little crispy. I don't know whether I should stay, but you crack a smile and ask why don't you stay here for a while. After wrapping things up at my day job, I started working on this project for a friend of mine. She's doing a musical up in San Francisco, and she asked me to tune up the vocals for the play. It took me a couple days kind of just slotting it into all the different things that I had going on, but finished today, and I think it sounds good. It helps that all the singers they've got great voices, and I don't know, they all sang really well. And it just made me think, as fun as it is to work on my own music and see all these songs come to life, it also feels good and is a lot of fun to work on projects with my friends. It helps that they're all very nice and very talented. That said, now that that project is done, I want to keep plowing forward with the song that I've got going on. Got the lyrics and melody, I'm pretty happy with them. They might change in the future, but I think they are pretty much set. Now I think I'm gonna start messing with the shape of the song, and I've got some ideas. First of which is I think I want to change that strum pattern, that sort of Neil Young halftime slow thing. I think I want to change that to a Travis picking pattern, so it's like a finger picking thing. And do that for the first verse. That way I can start smaller, and so it'll leave me a little more room to grow in the production of the song. But I also think it kind of suits the sentiment and the vibe of the song, just kind of like how it's going. That's sort of what I feel like it's calling for. So I'm gonna try a little bit of that. And immediately I run into a snag, which is that I don't finger pick very often, so I'm not very good at it. I haven't been able to get a clean recording, and I think this evening actually might be better spent just playing along with metronome at a slower speed to sort of get my dexterity going and kind of just getting the muscle memory back, because I'd like to commit to the part now if I can. I feel like I've gone through enough iterations and feel pretty good on kind of how this is going. So I want to get that final take that I'm going to start building everything on top of. For that, I'd like a nice clean recording played at least decently well. So I've got my metronome pulled up here at a nice easy 55 beats per minute. Hopefully that'll be slow enough. I might actually have to slow it down even further because the song's at 65, at least for now. So I might even bump that practice tempo down, because that is the secret, if there is one, to playing any piece of music at whatever tempo, is you gotta just play it really slow but really clean over and over and over, and then build that speed up little by little without sacrificing the cleanness of the playing. But considering the part's not too hard, and I've been playing guitar for a while, I think just an evening, maybe 2 evenings, and ultimately I think that little bit of legwork and a little bit of patience will make the song better overall. And that's all I'm trying to do here is, make the best songs I can. So I'm gonna take some time to do that tonight. Funny how goodbye's the hardest thing to say. Till you start it, then it just comes pouring out. Lately I've been wondering how to go about starting. Is it too late to try and work it out, to pick up the broken pieces? So I had planned on working on my song tonight since I got the finger picking pattern down pretty good and, just felt ready to record, but just realized my neighbors are throwing a party and it's getting caught in the microphone, which is unfortunate for me, but great for them. I'm glad they're having a good time. So instead, I'm going to take that as a sign to prepare a session file for a client. I just got hired to mix a song, and I think it's the universe telling me, hey, dummy, someone is paying you to work on their music, so I think you should do that instead. They're a band called Canvas, and I've had the opportunity to work with them a couple of times. I like their music a lot. I think the songs that I worked on kind of had like a Strokes sort of vibe to it. But yeah, so I think for tonight, I'm just gonna set up the project file. I typically try to do like my setup separate to the creative work. So in this case, I would be dropping all of the files that they sent and kind of putting it into my template and, just getting it good to go. If there's any tuning issues, I'll address that now. Same thing for if there are any glaring timing issues and things like that, which I don't foresee because, like I said, I've worked with them a couple of times before and the performances have always sounded good, so I don't anticipate that. But, sometimes there's just like an aberrant hit here and there that needs a little nudging one way or the other. To just start over again. Hello, it is tomorrow, and I've spent the whole day mixing, basically. But not even the song that I was talking about last night. I got an order for a rush job. I was trying to attend to that as fast as I could, and thankfully it was a pretty small song. There's only like a few parts going. So kind of wrap that up, sending it off now. Or I'm printing it now. Oh, looks like it's done. Gonna wrap that up, send that off now, take a little break, and then I think I'm gonna work on the song that I was planning on working on today, that sort of just kind of got bumped back a little bit. But I already communicated with the band that, especially with the holiday coming up, I'm gonna aim to have it by Friday, which I think is very doable. And on top of that, I just got hired to do another mix, so kind of just 3 all came at once, which is like how it goes, but grateful to have it, looking forward to do it. This is another person I like to work with, and we've worked on a few songs together at this point. But I'm reminded of why sometimes it takes me a very long time to finish a song. Because yes, my music is very important to me, but also, we live in capitalism and gotta do what you gotta do, especially if someone's paying me money to, help them with their music, then yeah, I'm going to drop things and I'm going to work on that because I want to be sure I'm done in a professional and timely manner. I'm sure my song will get done eventually, but now that I'm thinking about it, I have to kind of finish producing another song for someone else, or 2 songs, so for 2 different people. So This is how my music making tends to go. But thankfully, I have a backlog of songs because, in those quiet periods, I tend to be pretty proactive and productive. So I've got a few in the pipeline. But now that I'm talking through it out loud, I'm realizing it is quite a bit of music to do. So I should probably get to it. But again, just very grateful to, have these opportunities. And yeah, I'm just going to try to make them as good as I can. Unclench your jaw and drop your shoulders. There are only so many hours in a day. You're doing the things that you can. Deadlines approach and time takes all the... So I was able to mix both of the songs that I was hoping to finish by the end of the day, which I'm very pleased about. I'm sitting on one of them before I send it out because I want to listen to it again with fresh ears tomorrow, just to see if there are any last minute, fresh perspective changes before I fire it off to the band. I feel like that's a good habit to get into, whether it's my art or, whatever. Just look at it the next day and make sure things are looking right. And I was also able to prep the next song, so got it all tuned up and sort of time aligned and making sure everything sounds right before I hop into the mixing creative part of it. It's a very sweet and sentimental song, and I'm looking to mix it in a way that supports that and sort of accentuates that in a good way. And I've got a little bit more time tonight before I fully wind down and get ready for bed, so I'm going to try to record this acoustic guitar part that has been evading me for the past 4 days. Maybe 4 days might be much, but it feels like it's been that long. So gonna finally do this. White knuckle and cry, burn out in flames, crush beneath the weight. Take a moment. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you liked any of the music, it's actually my music. My project is called Joy Weather, and it's available in all the places music is available. I hope you have a good rest of your day and that I get to see you again. Okay, bye.